Hey, it's me, Vicki. So the guy, the Easy Street killer, the guy that they found through DNA, there's that DNA again, and they found him living in Greece, the guy who allegedly murdered the two girls years ago, 47 years ago. This guy murdered these two young girls, allegedly, and he's been extradited. He's actually arrived. Let's see if I can find some videos about him.
Major breaking news
So these were two young girls who live sort of flatmates, or housemates, who were murdered, I say 47 years ago in Australia, and the murderer had never been caught. Anyway, because of DNA, this guy has been tracked down. He's living in Greece, and he's now been extradited to Australia. But this is a huge case. Just shows you never know. You never know when cases might be solved, not these days with DNA.
Just into the newsroom. Sunrise can show you the first images of the suspected Easy Street killer right now being extradited back to Melbourne from Rome.
Oh my God, he's just on a plane with the other people. Oh my God. He's trying to hide his face, but anyway.
Live to Cassie Zervos at Doha Airport. Cassie, you have just been on that flight from Rome to Doha with Harry Karumblis. Explain how police do this.
Well, Nat, this has been a mammoth extradition process. The 65-year-old was taken to the airport, the international airport at Rome today. It was under Italian authorities, and the handover with Victoria Police happened at a small police station at the airport. Now, you can see that in these pictures, he was escorted off a private bus onto the plane. He was the first one onto the aircraft. There was about 3 senior homicide detectives with him. It's important to note, too, he wasn't handcuffed, and he was very casual in his appearance. When I spoke to Italian authorities, they said that he's a very quiet man. He doesn't say much, and during his whole time in prison, he refused to speak to prison guards. Now, on the flight itself, he had 2 homicide detectives on either side of him and 1 in front of him as well. During the 5-hour flight from Rome to Doha, we saw him. He was served food, he had a drink, he was given some plain snacks. He even had a chance to watch a movie. And halfway through the flight, I noticed that he was able to get up and take himself to the bathroom. The homicide detectives escorted him there, of course, but he was basically free to walk himself to the back of the plane. The aircraft itself was pretty busy. There were tourists travelling into Doha onto Melbourne, which is the flight that I will be on with the accused double murderer. So this is the first leg part of the extradition now complete. Right now I'm in the Doha airport. He was the last one on the aeroplane. So basically what happened is they made sure all of us got off before they took him off. And he's been taken to a secluded area at the airport here where he'll stay with the homicide squad until the flight back to Melbourne, which is in about 3 hours. And the flight to Melbourne is about 13 to 14 hours. So there's still a long journey ahead. And once he's back to Melbourne, of course, he'll be taken to police headquarters where I'm told the interview process will be quite quick. My sources have said that charges are very much imminent. He'll be charged over the Easy Street cold case murders, which is just a huge breakthrough for, of course, the families of those of the victims. And once that happens, he'll go to the Melbourne Magistrates Court for a brief filing hearing, and he'll be remanded. So we're in Doha. It's the first part's over, but there's another big part, big journey ahead, getting him back to Melbourne now.
Yeah, so formal charges not laid, but are expected to be when he gets back to Melbourne. Just as far as the plane, what are other people around him thinking? Are they talking to you and saying, what is up with this?
Yeah, well, bizarrely, there was another alleged criminal on the flight from Rome.
Oh my God, how do you look? There's 2 criminals on the flight. There's him and another alleged criminal on the flight. Imagine you're just going on your holidays. You're going on your holidays, or you're going to go and visit family, and you're on a flight with 2 felons. Oh my God. One of which is a murderer. It's sort of weird, really, isn't it? I just didn't expect him to be on a normal flight or sitting amongst, normal people. I mean, I don't know what's the option, put him in business class or whatever. But, if I was on that flight, I don't like flying anyway. The thought of him, oh my God, you would be a bit worried, because this guy, he's got nothing to lose, because he's going to prison for the rest of his life. So he's got nothing to lose. He could have, done something really weird and wonderful.
Rome, he was going to India. So there were two accused criminals on the aircraft, on this Qatar aircraft, which was quite bizarre. In terms of other people, yeah, of course, like when I got up and started filming, they wanted to know who he was, what he was wanted for, and I was limited in what I wanted to say as well, because you don't want to freak out other passengers on the aircraft. But he was very quiet, and the moment when I sort of walked behind him, I noticed that he was watching a movie. I wasn't sure what one it was, but
he was watching a movie. He was probably watching Prison Break or Escape from Alcatraz or something like that. He sat watching a movie. Well, I suppose it's probably the last time he'll get to see a movie. You just have these visions of him, okay, I'll have a whiskey and coke, please, like a packet of cashew nuts. I just, what? It just, oh my God. Well, I suppose they've got to get him there somehow. But I'm sort of thinking about how they got Rachel Marin's killer. Do you remember they flew him from Arizona to Maryland in a private plane with about 10 policemen around him, in one of them little microlight planes. But I suppose, from Greece to Australia, it's a little bit further than that. But I just got these visions of him sitting and watching some prison film and having a whiskey and coke and a packet of cashew nuts. Oh my God, just crackers, isn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't know if
you know what, it really is a crazy world. Look, he's trying to watch it, keep his head down so that people can't. This guy's moving out of the way so people can get a good look at him.
If you didn't know who he was or what was going on, you would just assume that he was another passenger travelling through Doha and onto Melbourne.
Yeah, okay. Cassie Zervos there at Doha Airport, about to board that plane with Perry Karumblis, who is expected to be charged with the Easey Street murders later today in Melbourne. Thank you very much. We'll cross back to you soon.
Well, anyway, I thought you might be interested in that. I find it interesting. We'll be watching that to see how he gets on with his court case or whether he's bound to plead not guilty, I suppose. Anyway, so just going back to what this, I've ended up talking about two things that I wasn't going to talk about. The purpose of this stream, I can see people that are coming in later, they're not sure about the free memberships. Now, as a YouTuber, you're now allowed to give away 10 free memberships a month. And I've not been able to do it on my channel, but what I found out, I have to cut this because most people have heard this before and it was confusing the first time, is I can't offer them on this channel because it's a brand channel. In other words, it's not my first channel. My first channel that I made was my Learn Spanish channel, because I'm a Spanish teacher, for anyone who knows. So anyway, but when I stream, I always stream the two channels at once anyway, because although the other channel is really about learning Spanish, people on there quite like the bits of the crime as well. So when I do a live stream, I stream both two channels together. Anyway, that is my original channel, so I can give away 10 free memberships on there. So that's what I've done tonight. But the thing is, you have to be watching on the other channel. So once a month, what I'll be doing from now that I know what to do, at the beginning of the month, I'll be saying to people, watch this stream on the other channel, not on this one. But it's only when we're doing that you have to do that. You have to make sure your YouTube account is open to gifts. You have to press that you're open for giftings. That's something you have to do from your end. And then, thank you, Kelly. It's very confusing. It's very confusing. Thank you so much, Kelly. I hope you're well. So where was I going now? Oh, so I gave away 10 free memberships on the Spanish or English channel, Spanish and English channel. But that also really is like having a membership here, because I stream them both together anyway when I do the members. And then some very kind chatters. So look, I gifted 5 Spanish and English with Vicki memberships, but that will mean you can watch the member streams on here. And then I gifted another 5. And then Seffi very kindly gifted 5 memberships. And then Misty gifted a membership. And then I gifted a membership, because we were the problem with these gifted memberships is you can't direct them at particular people. You know, you want to sometimes with people who come in the chat regularly. Apparently YouTube is looking at this, because a lot of creators have said, look, why can't we choose who we're giving the free memberships to? But you can't. Or even any membership. So I paid for that one, but you still can't choose who you give it to. You can't choose, you know, it's just random, and we don't even really understand how YouTube work out who they give it to, because sometimes it seems to come up with people who aren't regular chatters. You know, you don't see them in chat necessarily. So who knows? It's probably just a bot thing. You know, it won't be someone sat at YouTube saying, oh, let's give it such and such. It'd be a random selection from a bot type thing, won't it? So yeah, so we've tried to gift, you know, we've had, well, with the 2 memberships, 10 memberships I gave on the other channel, Seffi's and Misty and mine. So that's been, you know, 17 gifted memberships tonight, but it was at the beginning of the stream. So and then now Kelly's just sent me a super sticker. Thank you so much. But anyway, so we'll be doing that at the beginning of every month now. Now I know how to do it. And the woman that I spoke to, I think she was a woman that I spoke to on the YouTube chat, who called herself Anna but kept calling me dear. She might have been a bot as well, I don't know. But she told me that they are going to make it for the brand accounts as well in the future. So it's just nothing simple in this world, is it? In this crazy world. Well, the benefits, James, are... Oh, hi, Saz. Oh, were you one of the gifted ones? Yeah, some people like to lurk. They don't like to join in the chat. That's fine. James, the benefits of the memberships are every Monday night we have an exclusive members-only live stream. Also, which if you can't actually join in the live, you can then watch afterwards. There are also other sort of members videos and things that come out occasionally, but not that many other videos, because that's every Monday. And then every 2 weeks, there's a Let's Chat membership live stream as well. You also get to use the members emojis and what else? Admits letting you know their custom emojis, members only lives and videos. Yeah. And at the moment, for people who have joined, who have paid for their membership, for Christmas, I'm sending them a copy, anyone who wants it anyway, a copy of my book, Confessions of a Spanish Teacher, or if they've already got that, something else connected with Vicki Marie Chat. So giving everyone a birthday present, that's the Vino, a Christmas present this year, because I like to give things back. Okay, so we've got a lot of new members, and you know what we're going to say. So every month I'm going to be able to give away 10 free memberships on my other channel, but it will end, you know, you get the same benefits as you get on this channel, because I do them together, I do them in tandem. It's very confusing. I'm sorry. I hope I haven't confused everybody. And then we had a little bit of crime chat, didn't we? And we talked about Alistair and we talked about the Easey Street murders. We've had a little bit of crime chat as well. And see, now I was only intending to come on for about 15 minutes. It's now an hour and 10 minutes nearly later, and I'm still here waffling on. But I know you all like to talk between yourselves, don't they? I don't. Okay, I'm going. So thank you for watching. Thank you to those of you who gifted memberships, and thank you for my super sticker, Kelly. And, you know, just generally, thank you to everybody who watches, supports my channel in any way. And, yeah, please just don't forget to like. And I'll see you really soon in the next video. And until then, as always, may your God go with you. Bye.